Rise and shine. Ooh. Woo, 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 woo. Let's go by. Let's go by vibrations. It's all about vibrations. And I'm in full effect. Excuse me. I got a couple of minutes to spare. So I just came to vibe. That's it. I came to vibe and share what I'm feeling. I'm on a vibration level, spiritual level, being connected in tune with the frequencies mechanism. Okay, remember you are music to the earth. Okay, um, so being music. Let me take a sip of this coffee real quick. It came out all right. I had a coffee epiphany this morning. You know, my coffee maker broke. Uh, I had to do it the old fashioned way. That's all right. But let's talk about the vibrations. And from that being and with that, it did something to me because I'm like, oh my God, at least, the old fashioned way is the better way. And then I came in my room and then I see how my brothers are seeking the original, the original traces and tracks. So shout out to y'all that are putting in that work. Shout out to you. You know that this is your land. You know that they create. Let's think about it. Let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Let's vibe with what's going on with today. Like when you turn on the TV. Sometimes you don't have to turn on the TV if you are the TV, right? If you are that situation, if this is something that you have to dwell on, and like I said, right now is such a current time, okay? Current time, okay? Because I'm not going to say clock time, you know? Clock, you could buy a clock, but time don't exist. It's all about energy. You can look at the clock all day, 24 hours a day. Now listen, this clock isn't for you, beloved spiritual. This clock is indeed for the enemy. Now, the reason why I say what I'm about to say is because this is the things that are currently taking place. So when you go in time and you fast forward in time, current time, and you're not stuck in time, it's amazing. It's amazing. Those who are not stuck in time have to go back in time to come back to the future. Okay, so it's an illusion. It is really indeed an illusion, but the treatments that go with these illusions are horrific. They are unacceptable. They are inhumane. No more. Human rights is what we're fighting for. No more. And I'm sick and tired of yous. Let me tell you what these creatures do and what they have been doing. When I watch these old little, one of these hunky ass movies, and you see how they behave, very uh, dominant, aggressive, cocky, very outgoing, racist, and didn't even matter. They can just shove a knife in you and keep going. Like this is the type of creatures we're dealing with on the face of the earth. So I'm going to send out this frequency. No more mercy. Period. No more mercy, says the energy. The energy says hook off. The energy says, I'm the wind. I will smack your ass from here to hell to up, down. I don't know where it's hell, but I will smack your ass all the way up and around, says the energy. Oh, don't forget karma. Because this season, and they are very consistent with their diabolicalness, they're very consistent. They have been. They have been so predestined to torture us. And they know that we know, but they simply say that we are too stupid to take a stand for ourselves. Beloveds, I think we passed that state. I think we passed that state. Now it's time to wobble, 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 wow, 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 wow. That's what it's time for. Even the crow says so. And it's funny because every I will go and look out the back, and the whole gang crows is sitting. As soon as I look out, everybody flies away. Tell me how to make sense of that. Hmm? See, yes, and the crow agrees with me. He's in front of my window. He says yes. That part. Yes. And he hears me. We still conversating. Can y'all hear him? For real? Oh yeah? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like, yeah, they've been evil ever since they've been uh killing, stealing, and destroying. It's nothing new. The birds, even the beasts will come for you. The beasts, the birds, the beasts, the birds will come for you. There's a new wave. So here's the deal. The Most High knew that his people would be so suppressed that he's the Most High set apart a beast, a certain type of birds that will come to eat you alive. Now, you hear about these mosquitoes that Bill Gates is creating and so forth, and for some reason that does go with biblical scripture as well. So they are creating these things that is going to eat them alive. Um, oh, they doing a lot. They doing too much. When the you haven't seen nothing yet with what you thought you see, what you think you don't see because you don't understand the technology, and you have to watch uh, programs like Davos, when they are upgrading their technology, and there's very few people that are going to go to these places or that have been to these places to even sound the alarm when it comes to Alibaba machinery, when it comes to robotic systems. Now you got white people walking around with these robot dogs because that's what they do. That's the type of behavior they are very consistent. Okay, you have to just pay attention to your enemy. And now that we know our enemies, we have to start, you know, we have to take a stand for ourselves. We don't have to ask anybody permission, because what we need to understand is that, okay, now you know that this is your land and you can go back as far as genealogy and no one else can. Here's the deal. You know that you have been robbed. It's a robbery. Duh. Grandmaster Jay been saying that. That's why the NFAC has been built. There's a numerous of people and communities, okay, that are taking stands for themselves. So if you're still walking as a sleeping slumber and you're sleeping and you just blowing religion bubbles because you're in a religion coma, I mean, yous are the problem in this video game. Period. Okay? And someone needs to create a button to push you idiots straight to, I mean, like down the cliff that way. Because y'all are the problem, you know? And that's all, when Grandmaster Jay was saying things, he tried to compare situations with history, and fast forward, it's so obvious that we're still going through the same things, same situations with same bots, different times, because it's in your gene. Problematic, big problematic, and that identifies who you are. It didn't matter who's the bloodline, who's this. It all goes with your character. Okay, you could be whatever color you want to be, but by your spirit, by your character is who you are. Indeed, you can be any kind of type of chaos. Okay, all you need to be is chaos. It didn't matter. All you have to be is any kind of type of chaos, psyop, agent. It didn't matter. To the point where if your ass was in the wrong place at the wrong time, your ass will be framed in such a time. You don't understand the technology that they built for us. But listen, it is totally up to us to play real smart. There's only two things left to do: depart or die. There's nothing else left to do. So you're going to have to come to your own conclusion. What are you going to do to survive? And it's so sad that these creatures are on this earth. They are the monsters on this earth. You got to get past them to live a new level in life. It's just like the video games. Mario Brothers, though, you got to pay attention to that game. They be throwing crosses at black people. They be shooting at black people. You gotta pay attention to these video games and the signs and the and how you put all your energy into these video games. How you are beating yourselves up when you are shooting and the symbolics, the symbolisms in these video games and the energy and the witchcraft that you participate in. See, when you participate in anything that is an unrighteousness and it creates an illusion for you, see, that is what your spirit is in tune in. If you do not know how to back up and back off and be neutral as possible, in order to win this race, you can't be trying to hold on to nothing. You're going to survive, okay. You have the basics, okay. As far as influence anyone, you don't have the right to infringe anyone's freedom, uh, anyone's thoughts, anyone. You can speak from your own experience because you have that right as a lesson learner. But when I think for me, I simply think because this is the energy, this is what I'm tuned in, and this is what I'm able to detect. Okay, I'm speaking from my experience. This is not talking points. This is not a moment. This is something that I do on a daily basis, every day of my life. You understand me? This is what gets me through. Okay, the knowledge, the wisdom that I possess is what keeps me going. Not the dollar, not the man, not no. Okay, the wisdom that I possess is what keeps me going. Because you got to learn how to, when you're playing this video game, you got to realize you're dealing with real creatures in real time, right? But what is real time? I mean, like you got two different lives going on. You got the sleeping world, you got the live dream, the sleeping dream. Like, where are you? How many people can figure it out? Like Neil, come on, Neil. Hello, are you Neil? Are you Neil? Are you Neil? Hello, who's Neil? You know what I mean? Who's playing? Who? Who's who came out the Matrix and did not go back like an idiot? Period. The only struggle right now is to keep your asses in this Matrix. But see me, let me tell you what I desire. I desire no government. I desire self-govern. I am a republic. I am a free thinker. I am a free being. I am a God-given right having. Nobody owns me. I'm not collateral. I'm nothing. And you know what we should do? We should start since when we need money and we need it real bad, we need to use those numbers on the back of the social security card that you have that's a bank account for y'all, okay, y'all? They want to play like, oh, well, listen, that is your bank account, your social security number. You're not so broke. You can buy anything online with that, okay? Anything online with that. You know why? Because this is your land. They invaded you. They keep you suppressed. They steal your natural minerals, natural resources, natural everything from you, and they keep you dependent on them. So there's so many ways you could be racking up, okay? You could be buying whatever you want to buy. That is definitely an account number. Those social security red numbers account, they're connected to bank accounts. So you know what you should be doing? You should be tapping into your account. Don't feel so broke. Why don't you feel blessed? Why don't you master these fools and go ahead and be free? You understand me? Don't go to work. Don't even wake up. Don't even if you don't want to work there, don't work there. But there's some red numbers on the back of your social security card that are indeed connected to banks, right? That you can easily go to any bank and get some money in that account. Okay? So before you want to kill yourself, oh, and while you at it, before you since you want to be since you want to be a citizen, these are the things you have access to. And also, if you don't want to be a citizen anymore, all you have to do is go claim your body in the living land, in the court, in this fake ass court with these fake ass whores that are predators. They're nothing but monsters, okay, in the video game. And you have to go in there and claim that you want your you want to be a legal entity without reason, without cause, just to be a legal entity. You don't want to participate in your stupid dumbed down matrix. You want papers that you're anonymous. You just want something saying that you're a body, you're not a bot. Okay? And then they have to pay you all this money to shut the fuck up and run along. Okay? So you can either do it this way or you can do it that way. We shouldn't even be working. We shouldn't even participate in these stupid ass jobs. And sooner or later, when they start trying to, like only the fucking idiots. So that they just went and they worshiped the mark of the beast in the name of money. And here's the deal. You have, I don't know, I'd rather die in war than to just give my soul to these fools. You know? Who are you? Like that this goes to show y'all how crazy y'all are. Who are these? These ain't nothing but invaders. And what happened was, since you don't know your history, you submit to fuck shit. You give everything you got to these fuckers out of fear. They pump fear in your ass and you give them every breath that you have. You know what I mean? So let's keep it a buck out here. Stop being a fucking slave. Take your mind back. See? Key. That's the key right there. Take your mind back. It's yours. Don't think like them. Imagine having your own mind, being a creator. Never step out the box and say, I want to be like this. I don't want to do nothing that this system wants me to do. Challenge that. Go the opposite way. That's how you ignore the beast. That's how you stop feeding the beast. Don't participate. Don't go to work. Don't pay taxes. Don't do none of that shit. But take that social security card on the back of that shit. There's some red numbers and go shopping. You know why? Because they say you're collateral, your property, You somebody daddy. Oh, so the government is your daddy. Their corporate system is your daddy, right? So what happens when you need something and you go and you ask daddy, right? It's just so many ways, okay, to participate in this sliminess. But never forget this, that they came here and they robbed you. They told you to go back somewhere. They need to go, and then they tell you to go back to where they came from, Africa. That before, when they got here on this side, okay. Those of you don't understand, Antarctica is what keeps us separated. Okay, you 3 hours is only Africa from here, right? But because in Antarctica, you have to fly around the whole world, okay, before you can actually get to Africa, right? So let's keep it a buck out here. And what is Africa? Some rich land full of great natural resources. I mean, America is so rich. It's a continent, just like, continents in Africa, right? I mean, like, remember, these culture vultures was in Africa. If you do your history, they were flooded, okay? Africa was like America, but you know what happened? Their hunky asses couldn't take the heat. So they had to come up over here to their new world to survive. That's what happened. But they kept Africa destabilized because they could confederate against the children of Israel. Okay? To keep you in poverty, impoverished. But that's why these hunkies, they have no more jobs now. Their system is going to hell in a hell basket. And we're sitting here like, holla. But they want us to be together. They're like, oh, we got to come together. Our Second Amendment, guess, what happened in the last year? Lots of black people bought guns. Lots of women bought guns. Lots of Asians bought guns. Oh, yeah, bitches. And guess who's coming for your shit? They want to let police in your house to confiscate your motherfucking guns. You fucking hunkies. See, y'all gonna kill each other out here. Y'all ain't see it, but I said it before. And I'm gonna say it again. You whores kill each other. Black people, step to the side. Asian people, you swear you have history here. You were just here 30 years before Christopher Columbus, stealing everything, making voyages, making waves in the cut, confederating against the children of Israel to make Israel a nation no more. So shut the fuck up. And Asia, bitch, look on the map. We are in Asia. Don't fucking play with me, okay? Know your fucking history. Y'all stole everything. Didn't matter. Okay? What was so great, you turned it into Buddha and some crazy Indian shit. Okay? That's the problem with y'all. Asians ain't just in China. Asians is the motherfucking Indians doing the damn most as well. Every fucking nation that came against. And y'all built empires off of Africa and America and the slaves. Okay? And the slaves. You use the same slaves that own these lands, inhabitants, to build your empires. This is the original sin, motherfuckers. I will never ever let you forget this, okay? You whores from hell. Bitches. You built your empires on blood. And your empires are falling. And they will fall on blood. Because what went up must come down, whores. It's called karma. It's called what goes around comes around. It calls itself the winner, bitch. Anyhow, with that being said, y'all have a good day. I'm out of here. That part. Be blissful and blossom. And don't let nobody tell you anything different. See, when they tell you things different, that means you hit the finish line. When they argue with you, that means you hit the finish line. Now, it depends what you're talking about. If they tell you that this ain't your land, they're a motherfucking liar. If they tell you that you're from Africa, they're a motherfucking liar. If they tell you you are of a tribe and this, that, and the third, that's when you're going to say, bitch, what tribe and what part? Okay? Because these motherfucking Chinese slaves running around here, okay? Chinese slaves that look Mexican. You don't know what the fuck they are. These Chinese Mexicans is a whole nother story. Let's keep this in mind, okay, y'all? Now, we do have the real deal, okay? We really do in Mexico. But you got to pay attention to the features. That's all I'm saying. And I'm out of here.